Commander-in-Chief, we get all the securities, go drugs, no fear enter town, to go console those who die from terrorists when you are in government. Arrange us. Tinubu na biggest fraud. And anybody where they support Tinubu, may Nigeria happen to you. Nine months ago, she entered national TV. She said, my papa is the best president. My father is the best president. She, if your papa are the best president, nobody you go tell us. Now we go tell you. Say your papa are the worst president. Say under your papa, now it be the first time when Nigeria start to commit suicide. Now you we know when they commit suicide. If you think say you they jump under APC government, you don't want to talk. Nigeria go happen to you. You don't know what goes around.
New song. It was tagged NTBB, not to be broadcasted, because it contravenes with certain sections of the Nigerian Broadcasting, Commission, the laws. However, there has been a lot of conversations around it, and one of those conversations is some people think that you took a direct swipe at a non-elected official. Is there a particular reason why you decided to take that route?
Okay, I was inspired by Tinubu, to record this song. I saw a video where he was campaigning for his father and he was defending his father, saying that my father is the best president, my father is the greatest president. They are coming for my father, they are coming for my father. My father is the greatest president, my father is the greatest president. He repeated it like 5 times or 7, but Sheyi, I differ, because you look more perfect, when you are silent than when you speak, I would advise, Sheyi to hand over the microphone to the MC next time. He lacks the charisma and purpose to express himself, telling the truth about, the true economic situation of Nigeria at the moment under his father's government. Tinubu is the best father to Sheyi Tinubu, but he's the worst president to Nigeria. You know what I mean? He has empowered Sheyi Tinubu as a son, but Nigerian youth don't have jobs, talk less of food to eat. The Nigerian youth can travel by road, because of kidnapping, So I asked Sheyi Tinubu to travel by road, without insecurity, let him feel the pains, of ordinary citizens, Nigerian youth are just asking for basics, electricity, security, enabling economic policy, job creation, not palliatives. Palliatives, So I keep hearing people saying that why should I attack Sheyi Tinubu personally? If Sheyi Tinubu came to be part of politics, he talks about his father. He was defending his father. If he never talked about it, I wouldn't have recorded a song like that. So I am answering him, by, replying him with that video that he made. So if Sheyi had kept quiet, I wouldn't have said anything directly to him. So that's it, my brother. So I'm inspired by Sheyi Tinubu to record that song. Tinubu lied about fuel subsidy, lied about economic recovery, lied about fixing the naira, lied about a lot of things, So it's a saddened situation. And it's my responsibility to say it the way it is. If you listen to the song, there's nowhere you hear any insult. It's just basic fact of everything that his father has done through his policy.
So you're saying that you did not directly insult Sheyi Tinubu in any way or form?
Tell me where you see it? Tell me where the insult is in the song.
No, I'm just asking because
this.
some people are saying that there's a direct attack on a non-elected individual.
Of course, because when I speak truth to you, you will see that insult. Yeah. Truth is bitter. So when I speak the truth to you, you see that insult.
All right, now let's talk about the banning of the song. It seems like this is not the first time it's happening to you. This is the second time. Do you think it has made the song more popular?
I mean, why would you ban a song that has no insult in it, that has just pinpointed the ills in the society, that has just talked about, the bad policy of the president, the bad policy under President Tinubu government? Let me tell you a few things. I'm going to list very important failures of this government to you, just few. One, increase in petroleum price. Tinubu increased the price of petroleum by 300% after announcing the withdrawal of subsidy. Two, inflation. Prices of goods keep increasing. CBN keep raising interest rate to combat inflation, but they keep failing, to tackle it. Three, hunger. The level of hunger, has skyrocketed. Broken away or the promises, it's a certain situation. The using palliative to address situation is not a solution. Four, reduction of purchasing power. The high inflation has affected purchasing power of Nigerians. People can't even buy anything. Salary is 70,000 naira, and that salary is not enough for you to pay for electricity in 1 month. Don't forget they've increased electricity tariffs, and we still don't have light. 5, insecurity. Terrorists are kidnapping Nigerians, hundreds of Nigeria in a single operations. Farmers can't go back to farm anymore. And the government is busy bringing in GMOs, genetic modified organisms, to eradicate Nigerians. You and I know it's not healthy. Instead of you sending your security agent to go into the forest to, clear these terrorists. 6, increase in transportation. The high cost of petroleum automatically affected, transportation. 7, devaluation of Naira. The devaluation of Naira has brought in many disadvantages for a country, that relies, on imports. 8, poverty and reduction in wealth. Many people have been thrown into poverty, in just 2 years. The wealth of others have been reduced because of devaluation of Naira under this government, Yeah. 9, high cost. If you continue, it took plenty, my brother. So why wouldn't I reply Tinubu after he came out to say that his father was the best president? No. So sorry, your father isn't the best president. People are dying. People are crying. People are jumping into lagoon. So Sheyi, my message to you is tell your daddy, tell your father that this is the reality of Nigerians. Nigerians are dying. You've never witnessed poverty in your life before. You travel with private jet all the time. So please tell your dad. And if you want to know how truly this is, go out without your security. Go to, Yaba, board a bus that is going to Benin and follow through the Ore Road and feel the pains of Nigeria.